Most people misunderstand strength. They associate it with force, visibility, and reaction. They believe strength must announce itself, that it must be seen, heard, or acknowledged. This is incorrect. Real strength is often invisible. It appears when no one is watching, when effort receives no applause, when suffering has no audience. Endurance is not dramatic. It is repetitive. Life does not test you once. It tests you daily, quietly, and without warning. Small frustrations, delayed results, unanswered effort. These are not accidents. They are the training ground. Most people break not from one major hardship, but from the accumulation of minor resistance. They grow impatient. They grow bitter. They look for relief instead of resolve. Stoicism offers a different response. It does not promise comfort. It promises stability. Endurance begins with acceptance. Not passive acceptance, but clear recognition of reality as it is. You do not waste energy wishing conditions were different. You do not complain about what should not exist. You deal with what is in front of you. This removes friction. Suffering multiplied by resistance becomes misery. Suffering met with clarity becomes manageable. The disciplined individual understands this. He does not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" He asks, "What is required now?" That question changes everything. Silence is a form of endurance. Not silence born of fear, but silence chosen out of control. You do not explain yourself to everyone. You do not defend every action. You do not react to every provocation. Excess expression weakens resolve. Stoicism teaches containment. Emotion felt, but not broadcast. Pain acknowledged, but not dramatized. This creates internal pressure. But pressure, when contained, becomes strength. Most people leak energy. They complain. They vent. They seek sympathy. Relief feels good in the moment, but it trains dependency. Endurance trains self-reliance. When you stop expecting understanding from others, you begin relying on your own judgment. This is uncomfortable at first. Then it becomes liberating. Endurance also changes your relationship with time. You stop demanding immediate results. You stop measuring progress daily. You trust accumulation. Time becomes an ally, not an enemy. Quiet effort repeated consistently outlasts intense effort applied briefly. This is how resilient people are built. Not through motivation, but through routine. Not through inspiration, but through obligation. The Stoic does not wait to feel ready. He acts because the action is correct. Fatigue does not exempt responsibility. Emotion does not override duty. This is not cruelty. It is clarity. Life is indifferent to your feelings. It responds only to action. Endurance is the ability to continue without reassurance. No applause. No guarantee. No immediate reward. Just the knowledge that stopping would be worse. There is dignity in this. A quiet dignity. When you endure without complaint, you develop a kind of gravity. People may not understand it, but they feel it. You become dependable, stable, grounded. This is why resilient individuals are trusted. They do not collapse under pressure. They do not seek escape at the first sign of discomfort. They remain. Suffering does not make you special. Everyone suffers. What matters is how little it disorganizes you. The goal is not to avoid hardship, but to become someone hardship cannot easily move. Endurance sharpens judgment. You stop overreacting. You stop catastrophizing. You stop exaggerating difficulty. You see obstacles for what they are: temporary resistance. And you continue. There will be moments when quitting feels reasonable, when stopping feels justified, when no one would blame you. Those moments matter most, because character is built where excuses are valid. Endurance does not demand recognition. It demands consistency. And consistency, over time, produces a kind of strength that cannot be taken away. You do not need to be loud. You do not need to be seen. Endure quietly, relentlessly. That is enough. Endurance also teaches restraint and success. When progress finally appears, you do not rush to display it. You do not seek confirmation that it matters. You let results speak quietly. This prevents attachment. Attachment to success creates fear of loss. Fear of loss weakens judgment. The Stoic remains steady in both scarcity and abundance. Neither condition defines him. Endurance builds neutrality. Praise does not inflate. Criticism does not destabilize. Both are temporary. Your standards are not. Over time, this stability compounds. You stop measuring yourself against others. You stop racing imaginary competitors. You move at a pace you can sustain indefinitely. This is the final advantage of endurance. It creates longevity. Not a short burst of effort, but a life structured around consistency. And in the long run, those who endure quietly outlast everyone else. Endurance does not change the world overnight. It changes the person who faces it. And once that change is complete, the world responds differently. Not because you demanded more, but because you became harder to move. Stay composed. Stay consistent. Let time do the rest. There is a quiet confidence that comes from endurance. Not confidence built on comparison, or validation, or visible success, but confidence built on familiarity with difficulty. When you have endured long enough, hardship loses its novelty. It no longer feels personal. It no longer feels like an interruption. It becomes part of the process. This changes how you move through life. You stop rushing outcomes. You stop forcing timelines. You stop needing reassurance that your effort is worthwhile. You understand that progress is often invisible while it is happening. Endurance teaches patience without passivity. You still act. You still apply effort. But you are no longer restless. Restlessness weakens focus. Patience preserves it. Over time, this creates inner stillness. Not emptiness, but stability. A steadiness that does not depend on circumstances aligning perfectly. When setbacks arrive, you adjust without emotional collapse. When momentum slows, you continue without panic. This is the final stage of endurance. Not struggle, but composure. And composure, maintained long enough, becomes strength that cannot be taken from you.